All right, welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. This time, we're taking a look at something that's,
Yes.
well, I've always found it to be incredibly beautiful. I mean, visually, right?
Sure.
We're talking about the Northern Lights.
Ah, the Aurora.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I know a lot of people, they see the pictures and they're just like, oh, wow, that's incredible.
Right.
But I think what's really cool is
Yeah.
understanding
How.
and the why.
Yes, that's what we're going to try to do today.
Absolutely.
So, I guess just to paint a picture for people,
Sure.
these shimmering lights in
Yeah.
the sky, right?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes green, often
Yeah.
green. Sometimes you get blues, sometimes reds.
You can get, a whole spectrum.
And people, there's all kinds of cultural significance, mythologies.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right, yeah, for sure.
But let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Okay.
What causes this?
Well, it all starts with the sun, believe it or not. Okay.
The sun is constantly emitting this stream of charged particles.
Oh, wow.
And it's called, we call it the solar wind.
The solar wind.
Yeah.
It's this.
So it's blowing charged particles at us.
Exactly. It's the
Not
sun.
all the time, yeah.
I mean,
not like a gentle breeze.
that doesn't sound safe.
It's a powerful force.
Really?
It can. It can disrupt satellites,
Oh.
power grids, things like that.
So, are we just constantly bombarded?
Well, thankfully we have a protector.
Okay.
We have the Earth's magnetic field.
Oh, okay.
Right, it acts as a shield.
So like a force field.
Like a force field, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can think of it like, if you've ever played with a bar magnet,
Uh-huh.
and you put iron filings around it,
Yeah.
the iron filings get pushed away
Okay.
or attracted to the poles, right?
Oh, okay.
It's sort of like that.
So it's like the magnetic field is deflecting the solar wind. Most of it.
Most of it.
Most of it.
But not all of it, because otherwise I don't think we'd have northern lights.
Exactly.
So some of it gets through.
So some of it gets through. What happens is some of these particles get trapped by the magnetic field, and they get funneled towards the poles.
So they're being pulled.
They're being guided
Okay.
down towards the poles.
I see.
That's why we see the aurora.
That's why it's,
The
the
North and South Pole.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so they get funneled down.
Yeah. Now imagine these charged particles
Yeah.
were coming down. They're hitting the atoms
Okay.
in the upper atmosphere. So you got oxygen, nitrogen,
Yeah.
all these atoms just chilling up there,
Just hanging out.
hanging out.
Mhm.
Suddenly, they get slammed by these
Oh.
charged particles. It's like, a microscopic billiard game.
Okay, so they're just like
Brow.
banging into each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when they collide, the atoms get excited.
The atoms get excited.
They get energized.
Okay.
And to release that energy, they emit light.
So that's where the light comes from.
That's where the light comes from.
Oh, wow.
It's the excited atoms.
Okay.
And different atoms emit different colors of light. So oxygen, for example,
Yeah.
gives you the green
Okay.
and the reds.
Oh, I see.
Nitrogen will give you blues and purples.
So that's why you get different colors depending on what's
Exactly.
what's being hit.
It's like a cosmic...
A cosmic show.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and the shapes, too. You see them.
Yeah.
Sometimes they look like curtains. Sometimes they're like ribbons of light. Like, how does that happen?
That's because of the variations in the magnetic field.
Okay.
It's not perfectly uniform.
Uh-huh.
It has these ripples and waves.
Yeah.
And that, combined with the flow of the solar wind, creates these beautiful patterns.
It's like a dance.
Exactly. It's like a dance.
Light and energy and
Exactly. Wow.
this interplay.
You were saying earlier that the magnetic field changes
Oh, yeah.
over time.